In a quaint little village, two men lived very different lives. John, born into a wealthy family, lived in a grand mansion and enjoyed all the luxuries that money could buy. On the other hand, David, a poor man, lived in a small hut and had to work tirelessly to make ends meet. The two men seemed to live in different worlds, but they shared a common desire: to find happiness. John had everything that he could ever want, but despite his wealth and privilege, he felt unfulfilled. He spent his days lounging around, indulging in lavish meals, and buying expensive items that he didn't need. He couldn't help but feel that something was missing in his life, and that no amount of money or material possessions could fill that void. David, on the other hand, had very little in terms of material possessions. He had a small farm where he worked hard every day, tilling the soil, planting crops, and taking care of his animals. Despite his modest lifestyle, David was content and happy. He took pride in the hard work that he put into his farm, and he found joy in the simple things in life. One day, John decided to take a walk through the village. As he strolled along, he spotted David working in his small farm. He was struck by the sight of this hard-working man who had so little, yet was so content with his life. John approached David and struck up a conversation. David was surprised that someone as wealthy as John would want to talk to him, but he welcomed him warmly nonetheless. The two men talked for hours, sharing stories about their lives, their struggles, and their dreams for the future. As they spoke, John realized that he had been living his life all wrong. He had been so focused on accumulating wealth and material possessions that he had forgotten what truly mattered in life. Inspired by David's outlook on life, John decided to make a change. He realized that true happiness came from within, and that material possessions alone could not bring him the sense of fulfillment that he craved. He started to work harder and pursue his passions, rather than simply relying on his wealth to get by. John was determined to find happiness and purpose in his life, just like David had. Over time, John and David became good friends. John would often visit David's farm and help him out with his work. David was grateful for John's assistance, but he knew that his true happiness came from the hard work and dedication that he put into his farm. As the years went by, both John and David continued to work hard and pursue their dreams. They both found happiness in their own unique ways, despite their vastly different backgrounds. John realized that he didn't need material possessions to be happy. He just needed to find fulfillment in his life. And David learned that sometimes it was okay to accept help from others, but that true happiness came from within. In the end, John and David taught each other valuable lessons about life. They proved that happiness could be found in the most unexpected places, and that true fulfillment came from hard work and dedication. Together, they showed that no matter what our circumstances may be, we all have the power to find happiness and purpose in our lives.